a nice day today. It's June 19th. Yeah, June 19th. Very special day, I guess. Feels like it. Sun's blazing. Leela's dogging. It's getting hot. There's just a propane tank sitting there waiting for someone to shoot it or something. Alright, so what can I talk about here? I've been doing a bunch of astrology readings for people. Analysis, essentially. What I've learned in learning this system is that there's no limit, so when you feel comfortable, that's when you should do it. Hold no one's system or belief or ideal above your own application. So, with that, I've been doing readings and I've got a lot of positive feedback from people. So that's kind of good to hear. It means I know what I'm talking about, but more importantly that I'm helping other people with what I've learned, which is why I'm doing this, essentially. So if you're looking for an analysis, just go to my website. I got a few options on there, and you can go from there. Now on to the transits at the moment. We got the sun at 28, ingressing into the anaretic degree of Gemini. This is where the full plenum of potential in Gemini is brought into the flow of Cancer. And the flow of Cancer is the emotions which we ride and find in this world that bring us into action, essentially. So what drives the Cancer energy is the emotional loops that have been mired in the mind a lot of times. And by mired, I mean, you know, you've got all these loops, you're trying to determine what they are. And in real time, there's dynamic life happening. So you're finding variance with what you do in this world, the people and the situations you're involved in. The energy of the game, so to speak, is changing. And then Cancer is the energy which brings you into that through the emotional poles. And oftentimes it's linked to the mother, linked to the family, linked to the ancestors, and the counterpoint, which is society, structure, system, expression, the reason for the expression. You know, life is about continuation, essentially. So this is the eternal bond with family and lineage and all that stuff. Now with Cancer, the interesting thing about it is that it is a working transformation of Aquarius. Aquarius ruled by Saturn, modern day ruler Uranus. Ura, I like the Ura version than Ura. I think it sounds cooler. In any case, the Uranus expression of Saturn is the Sky Father, pouring the starlight into the emotions of being. So, you know, we harden into form through who we are based off what we've gone through or what our parents have gone through, our societies, our cultures, all these things. And we find complacency. We also find a lot of great things with it, like video games and pop culture stuff that's actually nostalgic, that actually touches you in some way when you're in those places as a kid, like Nintendo or Dead Alive or Dawn of the Dead or Star Wars if you're a real nerd, or Star Trek. In any case, these things arise through that kind of complacency that we get through the safeguarding of the home fire, the society, this civilization, all that stuff. But as we fall into contentment, then the emotions, the negative aspects of the emotions begin to rise because there's no movement. And so the decrepitude, the desolation, degeneration, all these other things rise up from within the medium. And it's within the medium of the self that you feel it first. But if you're born into a shit show, then that's what's informing you. We're seeing where society and things are changing as well. So you can use this energy right now as a Promethean energy that you can assess in real time where you are, where you've been, where you want to go. You know, you don't have to doom and gloom the world into an absolution, but you can see the tides, the changes, the contrasts being shaped. And it's up to you to shape them for yourself. So you can see where healing is going to be needed in this world. You know, and it's the healing of the self primarily. But a lot of people, they get caught up in the loop societally, and then they end up being global citizens, children that the tribe has to raise, all that other stuff, which there are people for that. I'm not one of those people. I'm a person for the people that are trying to be healing themselves first. So using Cancer as the working transformation of Aquarius. What is your limiting beliefs? What are the limitations of authority? The authorities you've taken on within yourself and those that have been handed to you or placed upon you by others. How do you break that? By falling into the purity of your own emotional stream. Come on, Lila. So that's the honor that comes through the Cancer archetype. And it's found form through the spirit. Hello. That's a cute little one. How old?
5.
Oh wow, she's 7. What kind is yours?
He's a purebred wiener dog, but he's long-haired.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, she's a Racha.
What is she?
A Racha. It's a rat terrier chihuahua mix.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, she's a little spark plug. She's pretty tired now. We just walked down by St. Kate's, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
I've seen her before.
Yeah.
Are you guys new or just coming through this area further?
No, we've come through before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen your little one before.
Well, that's probably inside or something.
Well, she was out, but we were across the street.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but she's
Likes to
cute.
say hi to everybody.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Yeah, it is.
Well, take care.
You too.
Come on, Lila. So the working energies, the working transformation of the Aquarian archetype through the emotional poles of life, family, and basically that life force, the eternal river is the blood you carry. And all the emotions you're working through, these are emotions we all share, not just you and I, but our ancestors. And so we bring them to full expression through living life. So Cancer asks you not to be afraid, but to live life. You know, you can make your mistakes wise, but don't limit your movements based off the authority of the past. So that's where Uranus and the Aquarian Saturn, the father of time, comes in. You know, the goodness of having stability and all that, or a point of reference, is that you know where you've come from, what you've gone through, what you're capable of. You don't limit yourself to a static of the past. So you bring that knowledge, that emotional awareness into the fire, the purity of the spirit, which you can only really feel into when you got words for it. Means you're digesting mental loops. Like every time I have an idea or a word or something, it's just a progression to the next thing. Some of it makes sense, of course, but it isn't the absolution. So through Leo, which is the polarity of Aquarius, what brings it into form through the working and transformative quincunxes, we find Virgo. Virgo being the sextile, the reach, the dynamic reach of Cancer into applying what you know, applying what is for an optimal result. That's where we bring heaven to earth. You know, if you're stuck in these dark loops, it's when you reach out of them that you can feel a link to life again. And that's the anchor point that you find through application. A lot of people find it through routine, you know, Virgo things. Organizing, cleaning, assorting, knowing what you got, and most importantly, knowing or feeling the itch to use it. Applying it in a way that benefits you, and when you can be of service to yourself, you can actually share that expression and be of service to other people. Most importantly, those that are closest to you. But that's just a little astrological analysis of these times we're heading into, with the Cancer Sun coming after the summer solstice here on the 21st. So, I don't know, it's a beautiful day. Mulberries. Oh. Could have some squirrel piss on it, I don't know. Tastes good. Either way. Alright, thanks for watching, listening, and being.